Dad, I have a question for you. What's going on?
Well, after a week.
After a week.
Luke and Faith learn Japanese.
Week 13.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Oto-san, what's going on?
Well, last week we did nothing because you were sick most of the week. And this week we got most of a lesson done. But there was another problem that we've been having lately, and that was our second big item that we've been using to learn, which was our ASIMO course. Somewhere around lesson, we're on I think like lesson 25 or 26. And somewhere around there, the difficulty level of these lessons like went way up. Like for the first 20 or so lessons, it was like, yeah, we're doing this. And then all of a sudden, and then it was like, and from here on out, the sentences are going to get longer. And I was like, well, they've already doubled in length.
Like, I looked ahead, and the future is,
Yeah. But what I did find is there's a website, JapanesePod101.com. They have like a whole bunch of different languages. But their lessons are basically structured like the ASIMO courses, where you have a conversation, then they talk about it, and this one they actually explain stuff. And they have a ton of beginner lessons, which I think is where we need to be at right now. Okay.
it's kind of like ASIMO, but you have someone actually knowing what they're doing, translating it.
Yeah. I'll try that. Faith, how's our golden list method going?
We stopped it.
We stopped it. Why'd we stop it?
Because it was too long.
It was too
make
long.
progress.
Make a 20-word list every day, and then you don't actually learn those words until 2 weeks later, and then you only learn like 6 of them 2 weeks later. So it was going to take too long. I think we're just going to try to study more.
Instead, we just kind of like turned it into a studying notebook.
Notebook? Yeah. So we just write stuff. They say writing stuff helps you remember stuff, so I'm going to try to write stuff.
This is a sneak peek of what we learned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Counters.
Those were fun.
Yeah. Which I guess brings us into, what did we learn this week?
Counters.
Counters. Yes, we learned counters. So we sneaked in a fifth one, but they said the 4 most common counters. What is the most common counter? Ikutsu. So I have ikutsu things that can be physical things or abstract things, like I guess like ideas. I don't know how to say ideas, but I say ideas o yon ikutsu mottoimasu. I have 4 ideas. Yeah, I think that's right. We're still kind of working through the counters and how they work and.
Down here.
Yeah, the other thing we got to do, we wrote them down because we got to learn them, is because the first 10 don't have an exact structure to them. Most of the other counters do, but for the general, they have the first 10. I think we're just gonna have to memorize.
Like, one is
Hitotsu.
Ichi turned into Hitotsu.
Yeah, so we got to figure those out, and those we just have to memorize, and then work through the rest of them. Small round objects. Nanko. So yeah, but then the other thing is they said that after 10, the general counter becomes the same thing as the small round counter. So we gotta figure that out, I guess.
It's kind of weird.
Long cylindrical. English is hard too. Long cylindrical objects.
The long cylindrical objects are
Nanbon. And then thin flat objects, you can tell us if we're pronouncing this right, so you can see that Nanmai? Nanmai is what I want to say. Nanmai.
My
And then book, magazine, published material, satsu. Satsu. So, yeah, that's what we focused on this week. That's what we learned.
we did a practice sentence.
Yeah, we did some practice sentences.
Books, please.
Which I guess brings us right along to meaningless conversations. Faith, 今本の冊持っていますか?
この4冊持っています。
何?
新しい本はつきました。
Oh,
Japanese from Zero 第2本。
本当? Yatta! Now we can learn katakana.
Hold on. 日本語ください。
もちろん、ごめんなさい. Faith, what were our goals from last week?
We didn't have any.
We didn't have any.
We forgot to say something.
Well, last week was when I ambushed you guys with the
Oh,
video.
yeah, you
You
just-
didn't know I was recording. That was fun. Good times.
And her mom, she wasn't that happy.
No,
It was so much fun.
it was so much fun. Nathan loved it when I woke him up. Nathan, you're on YouTube live. Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks a lot. What was the hardest thing this past week?
Actually doing Japanese.
What's our goals for next week?
Actually doing Japanese.
Actually doing Japanese. Yep. We had a week off of sickness and whatnot, so we kind of got back on schedule this week, but not really. So next week we really got to do it. Well, it was a short video this week probably, but I guess it's time to say mata ne. Nani? Ohayo gozaimasu. Should we do it again? Did the door shut?
Sure. 新しい本はつきました。
It's backwards.
Japan.
私のあらあおはようございます. How's everybody? Oh, sorry.